Hello, people. Good morning. So I am back. It's Wednesday, people. Welcome to Random Thoughts with Maxine. My name is Maxine Misode. I have been away for like 2 weeks now. Yeah, for all those who monitored, I have not been around. Did you miss me? Oh, let me know if you missed me in the comment section. Okay, I am back, and somebody is asking where did you go, or what's up with the absence? What's up with tuning in on Wednesdays and not hearing anything? Or Alex, were they hearing something? But it was like, Charlie, we did. Like we did as we did. But you see, life, Accra living, the hustle, too many things to do at a time. Charlie, juggling between work and it has not been easy, but it's good to be back. It's good to be connected with all my lovely listeners and viewers. It's always a pleasure connecting with you and sharing my thoughts with you on Random Thought with Maxine. Welcome to the Wednesdays edition, and it's good to be back. Okay, so I came back with tons and tons and tons of questions, which I know my listeners and viewers are always ready to give me answers. So if you are connected, please let me know you are connected. We are live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and then we are live on radio. So please connect with us. Send me a hi. Let me know you are tuned in. Let me know you are doing the listening. Let me know you are connected. That's basically it. Let me know you are connected. Let me know my lovers and fans are still with me. You know, it's nice to know people are listening to you. It's nice to know people are connected to you. So we'll do this. So you know how it is like. I don't know what kind of like motivated me to come this Wednesday and discuss. Today we are talking about the age shackle, and I was just telling Alex in the studio that the shackle just reminded me of this typical Mary song, that the shackles on my feet so I can dance. Hey, I just wanna pray. But you know, what about age shackle? Somebody is probably looking at the title or topic for discussion and you're thinking. So I'll say this. When you hit a certain age, everybody expects that you get married. True or false? How you find your groom or bride, that is not their wahala. It's supposed to be your own wahala. But nobody gets to ask what really goes into why you chose a particular kind of person to be a potential groom or bride. But people tend to ask a lot of questions about whether you have met someone, whether you like them, whether they are compatible, there's a lot of questions. Just break the news to somebody that, oh, you're going to get married, or you found somebody you think you like. And these are the follow-up questions that are going to be popped at you, whatever it is. People get excited for us when we find that someone. But in the midst of finding that someone, there's a lot of things we juggle with. For some people, it's issue about ethnicity, true or false. For some people, it's about family background. For some people, it is about social class and status. For some people, it's about religion, type of denomination. Major. For some people, is major on their list. For us Catholics, it's Catholics on and people are looking and searching. It must be Catholic, because we know the whole wahala with the shift from one denomination to the other. So these are the things that kind of like stares you in the face when you decide to settle. But there's one thing that I honestly think we don't talk about, is the age factor. So everybody expects that because you are 30 years, you should find somebody who is like 30 or 31 or 32. And people are of the opinion that, as for women, you should not get somebody who is like, find somebody that age interval, it should not be more than, or it should be between, don't do less of this, do more. And that is something we don't talk about. So for me, this is a personal experience. I'm 30 and above. And interestingly, I'm saying this to all my listeners. The kind of men you meet nowadays are all young boys. So you meet people who express interest in liking you, and you are talking and think, oh, these people are level-headed, and that's good for me. Like, we should be able to have conversation on a very level-headed basis. Okay, then you do more of an inquiry, and then you realize that, oh, you are like 6 or 7 years older than them. And these boys and men, young men to be precise, are not perturbed. They're like, oh, then you know this particular cliche, age is just a number, comes to play, because the person thinks, we gel, we bond, there is the positive energy we both bring to the table. So why should we allow age to restrict us from exploring something that we know already exists? Are you listening right now? Is age just a number? Do you also find yourself thinking like it has always been said, age is just a number? Or when you find somebody who you have similar experiences, you share similar energies, and you look at the energy and you know, this is positive, and you think, oh, we can build something out of it. Will age be a factor for you to say no? Because I am 5 years older than him, it's a no. Or because he's older than me, it's a no. Do we averagely look at people as choice of a suitable partner, and do we look at them with a lens of age being a factor? If you are listening, let me know if there's somebody you are currently dating who's older than you. What informs that decision? Does it matter? Do you mind? Is there a way that this whole age issue will come and haunt you in the not too distant future? Is it okay to date people who are older than you or way younger than you? For you, what will you not do? Okay, for some people, they have a range. They will not do somebody who is older than them for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. There are people, oh, if you are within the same age bracket and it's just 2-year interval between your ages, it's cool. Is there a point that you had to make a tough decision on any issue concerning relationship, and age became a major reason why you should break off that relationship? Why are we concerned about age of other people when we know that whatever we need in that person is already established and we can go ahead? What are the uncertainties that hangs on our head once we consider the people we want to date or marry with regards to age? Are we afraid that as an older woman, when you go for a younger guy, there's a probability that as you are aging, he will not find you attractive again and would rather want to find somebody who is within his age bracket to kind of like bond with? Will you date younger men, or will you date younger girls just because you think that there is something that the both of you bring to the table that is unique and it's nice? Do you think people who are of the younger age brackets are more cooler, if there's a word like that there is, to deal with as against those who are old? Have you had experiences of like dealing with young people, and what was your aftermath? What's the aftermath of your decision? Do you regret, or you think, oh, this is something that really was good and I should try it? So these are the things that we have to grapple with, even as people who are not married and are going to consider marrying. You marry somebody who is older than you, wahala, you have gone for your father. You marry somebody who is way younger than you, another wahala. Is it because of a social cultural setting? That does it even matter that the person is older than you? Have we failed to look at all the possibilities that that young person brings to the table, or that energy that a person brings to the table, as against you dating an old person who is not even giving you all the good vibes you need? Brothers and sisters in Christ, this is one thing a lot of people deal with on a daily basis. For me, currently I have met a lot of too young people, way young people, okay? And one, I will say this without any apology, I think they are more caring, they are sensitive, they are very encouraging, and there are those whose wisdom level is top notch. So it's not like because the person is 25, 26, they are speaking gibberish, not at all. They are coherent in their thinking. They are more of the, what can I do for you? What can I do? They are like, they will suffocate you with attention. I mean, but as against the person who's probably in the same age bracket with you, that man has no time to be thinking what is wrong with your teeth. He's thinking how to get money and sort out things. This is not the time to be playing, my head is aching me, and you did not call me, and you did not do this, and you did not do that. While against the other person, the young person is calling like 24/7, trying to find out if the headache has been normalized. And so, no two ways about that. This is what the young people bring. This is my experience, though. This is what the young people bring to the table. Somebody's, they have a lot of time on their hand. They have nothing to think about. The world has not hit them real hard. If it has, they'll stop wasting their time on constant checking up and all that. And I speak as a woman. No matter your age, there is a part of you that wants somebody's attention. No matter your age, no matter your experience as a full-grown woman, there are times that you want to do a little etrimode. No matter your age, there's a time that you want somebody to encourage you in some sort that might look childish, but still you need it anyway. Yeah, you need it anyway. You need that attention anyway, okay? And so these are the things that probably some women are looking out for. That is how come they are more comfortable dealing with the age brackets that seem way younger than themselves. And the question is, people have a rule. I don't know if I had a rule then, but I also had a rule. It was subtle though, but I will say that I will not date anybody who I'm older than like 4 or 5 years. I say that a lot. And there are people who have a rule like, I will not date somebody who is 10 years older than me. We must be in the same age bracket, okay? And it's for the reasons. It is for the reason that there's a lot of uncertainties that hang around our head, even as women and as men, when it comes to age playing a factor in the choice of a suitable partner, okay? Sometimes we think that, okay, as the year goes by, there's a there is a propensity that there's somebody who's aging faster than the other. And as it said, women usually will age faster. Our biological clock has a way of reminding us that, Charlie, you don't have time. And sometimes dating younger people puts you on the spot. Sometimes you are ready to settle, you're ready to have children. They are also pursuing other things on the agenda. And so then there's a disparity as to what each of you want to do at the same time. But I say this. Society has a way of frowning on some women who date younger guys. Society also has a way of frowning on men who date younger women. Society has a way of making you feel awkward because you settle for a guy who is 10 years younger than you or who is 5 years younger than you. Society has a way of reminding you of the fact that once you settle with a younger guy as an older woman, there's a probability that they might get off one day, pack their bag and baggages, and go and explore with younger and fresh women, because at that time you are aging and probably you are even out of the system, so to speak. So there's a lot of uncertainties that hangs around each and every one of us, being male or female, with regards to age playing a factor in choosing a particular partner. So there are people who are literally embarrassed, okay, about even disclosing the age of their partners, because they know that once it is disclosed, people have a way of letting them know that, Charlie, this thing is not good. Uncertainties about the future would always limit us as to whether to go for what our heart truly desires and deserves, as against what other people will say and how they will share their opinion, to the extent that it will have an effect on us. We all would love to live younger. We all would love to live a little more bubbly with all the energy. But Charlie, life does not give us all the things we so desire. But the age factor is something that we honestly do not talk about. There are people who have broken off relationships just because of the age factor. There are families who will not agree to the fact that, hey, the woman you are bringing is 5 years older than you. This one is even, it's capable of being your sister or your brother or your, so don't do this. Your father, don't do this. But what happens to connectivity? What happens to energies? Are there things that lies in our head that we know are uncertain, so you are not even sure about pushing the whole agenda? Does it get better if one spouse or one party is older than the other, or it gets worse? If you have experiences, please do well to share with us, because whatever it is, it gets to a point that people are thrown between making a decision of going with somebody who is younger or somebody who is older. Either which way, it comes with its own set of challenges. But I say this is left for the parties involved to have an honest chat about it. I know people who say that I can't take you home because you are 5 years older than me. My parents are going to question this decision of mine, and so let us call it off. I know people who have broken off relationships just because families will not agree to this particular man or this particular woman because of the age factor. I know women who are unsure of marriage to the other party just because of how people are going to take. And somebody's listening right now and say, do we care what people think? Must we care what people think? Should it really be a bother? I don't know. But if you know, let me know. Has it been a bother for you? Is age topmost priority on your list? And what age bracket will you not do? What age bracket will you do? And what are the reasons? What will be the possible reasons why you kind of like settle on this post? And for some, it's entrenched. You are 2 years older than me. We can't do this. You are 5 years older than me. It's a no. But have we gone beyond the no? The whole tag about marrying people who are way older or way younger than us. Is this something that we have even explored, even as Christians? Are we comfortable talking about this? Have we been able to broach the subject that, Charlie, you are 5 years older than me, I'm 6 years older than you. What is the way forward? Does it look good? Does it look like we have a future? Are we sure about marriage? And that's it. And I am tempted to say this. Young men and young boys are total winners in this case when it comes to how we treat women. They know which buttons to press at what point. Simple matter. They know what to do at what point. I mean, there are some few we've met who are way too childish. It tells even in their demeanor, in the way they carry themselves about. But you'll be shocked. There are some who carry themselves in a certain way that you know that this is wisdom at play. And so I sit here this morning and I ask myself, are we currently battling with what will people say? Is it an easy choice to settle with somebody who is way older or way younger than you? Have we ever sat down to weigh the pros and cons? Does it look good even when it comes to presenting such a person to the family? What are the issues that you would, as an individual, grapple with? Maybe the issues I'll grapple with as Maxine is totally different from the issue that Alex will grapple with. Is this something that we are open to discussing, or it is a no-go area? You find the person, whether 10 years older than you, it is none of your business. This is my choice of a partner. I am done. I am settled. End of discussion. So this morning we are talking the age shackles. For some, we cannot move forward because we are still doing the calculation of whether he's younger or he's older than me. We are still saying, will people not talk? And we are still saying, what if at a point in time? And people are also of the opinion that, oh, when these young folks come around and they want to date women who are older than, they are just looking out for opportunities. They are just opportunistic. Oh, they just want to come and take your money and run away. And so there are a lot of older women who are also wary, who are also on the alert, who will not let down their guards, because see, there are young men who will come with all encouraging, all nice, all emotional, all sensitive, all caring, and by the time you realize, you are digging your own grave. So there have been terrible experiences on both divides, whether dating younger men or dating younger women, older or younger, whatever your choice is, it has its own set of problems that I think that with two people who are level-headed, who have same energies and are positive and have similar experiences, can have a good chat about it and get it going. As for the awkward moment, we will admit it gets awkward. How old are you now? Then your husband is 50 years old now, and their wife is what? 65 years old. And people are thinking, oh, but does it even matter? And that's the question I'm posing this morning. Does it matter? Does it get to you? I mean, you are dating right now, and maybe now it is okay. You have gotten used to it and all that. Do you have experiences where people have been very derogatory in their remarks with regards to your age as against the person you've married or you are dating or you are considering marrying? There is pressure to fit in everywhere. There's pressure to present certain people as suitable partners. There's a danger that lies ahead, especially when we decide to settle, whether for the person who is younger or older. But there are commonalities, and that's what I really want us to look at. What are the commonalities between a younger person and an older person? Is there a vibe? Is there something that connects the two of you effortlessly? Is there something, I mean, and somebody is thinking that, oh, me, once you're 5 years older than me, that is it. Have we even considered praying about it? And I mean, have we even sought the mind of God on the matter? Or we are just looking at it like, oh, it's societal, or you know, that kind of thing. And it has become like a standing order. And people cannot honestly be with the people they want to be just because of that awkward feeling and awkward embarrassment that, the wife cries older than him 7 years. When you go for a younger guy, for some people, it connotes, I mean, like my age now, should I go in for a younger guy? Also, Charlie, at this point, she's desperate. There's nobody coming. All the older men who are within her age bracket are all taken. So, yeah. But sometimes it's not just about desperation. And unfortunately, that's the tag we give to people who honestly think they found somebody they can gel and connect with. And we are thinking, oh, if you marry somebody who is 15 years older than you, you are desperate, or younger, you are desperate. But honestly, have we grown past the mindset that it is just not because of desperation? That's how come we want to settle with people who are younger or older. But there is truly a connection. There's truly something that binds the two of you together. There's a God factor that has told you that, Charlie, I can understand. You are both not born in the same era and regime. We can understand. But this is the plan I have for you. Can we stop allowing society? Will we even stop it? That people decide to find love, whether honesty, but I mean, that's their decision. Can we just let people be? Can we not stop their Can we stop? Yes, that's the way. Can we stop the little he's like this, she's like this, she's older, oh yeah. Can we just let people find themselves, find love, be comfortable with the people they think they are comfortable with? Can we just not force people? I know people who are saying, I should have married that man, but just for the fear of what will people say, how will society tag us? Should I marry a guy who is 5 years younger than me? They'll say, oh, you have been there and doing yourself chichos. Now nobody is coming. You went in and you caught this small one like that and you married him. Watching on our. And we make jokes out of this. But now I think through it and I'm like, no. We have all been insensitive at a point. We've passed loose comments about people who have truly found love. This is not Visa love or Pepe's love in Abrochi. It is here in our own setup, in our own country, in our own social cultural environment. And people still will backlash people for their decisions. And you don't know if that is what makes a person happy. What's your problem? If that's what makes the person tick, what is your problem? If that is what the person thinks, okay, I sought the face of God on this matter, the Lord has spoken to me about this person, whether interval is 6 years or 7 years, this is the bone of my bone, and which one is our wahala? Because you can go and settle with somebody who is way older than you, as society would expect, and not be happy, and be going around doing things with a young person that you honestly knew you should have married, which is more shameful. Which is more shameful. And that's the part that we feel. This is a conversation that we feel to kind of like have, because we think that once you get the person, everything falls in place. But people have broken off relationship just because family will think that, no, this is not good for you. This is too much. There's too much age difference between the two of you. Can you do a better job and all that? Find the people you connect with. Find the people who understand you. Find the people who are sensitive to your needs. Find the people you share similar energies with, similar experiences with. Find them. And once you find them, and once you know that the both of you have these commonalities, these are the things that makes the two of you tick. The rest is for another day. The rest is for another. We'll take a step at a time. So everybody who is seeking for love out there, for some people who have just closed, and you know that sometimes it's not like you don't have options, but constantly you get the same age bracket people coming to you, and you are thinking, what is it? And there you are praying, God, give me bone of my bone, no rib of my rib. And meanwhile, there's somebody who is, and you are also have closed your mind to the options that it is a rule and I don't do this. Can we just go beyond some of the rules? See, it is first in your best interest. Those other interests are secondary. Always remember, your primary happiness interest lies within yourself. There's nobody who's going to make you happy. When you go and settle with an older person and the person does not understand your language, you can't do the jokes around him. You can't have a soul time with him. You can't do all the things you want to do. You can't even progress as you thought you honestly wanted to progress at the pace you have set for yourself. What is the point? So please have an open mind. Do have an open mind. As for what people will say, they will say a lot, okay? But just have an open mind. Pray about it. Look out for the people who are not out there just to take advantage of the situation that you are owed. Let it not be out of desperation. Let the Lord direct you in your path. Know that this person is not opportunist. Is not an opportunist, or is not looking out for opportunities to milk you dry. Because there are people who are out there, young, they have the vibe, they have the energy, they are caring, they are sensitive, they are very encouraging and all that. But Charlie, they also have their own agenda. In our bid to find that one, let's also not lose focus of the fact that there are people who are out there who are shady. They come under the guise of all the things you want, and they will present to you all the things you want to see, only to realize at the end of the day you have been scammed. May the Lord be our help, even in the choice of choosing people with regards to age being a factor. May society and our immediate environment not stifle us when it comes to such decisions that really concerns us and makes us happy. May we always look out for our interests, what makes us happy. And may all other interests that is secondary to the primary interest, which is us, not be a determinant for us to make a decision. Please do enjoy your day. Take a day at a time. It's really stressful out there. Have enough time for yourself. If it means you have to take in some rest, please do so. Enjoy every bit of your time. Find yourself. Be happy. Find the people you connect with who kind of like make you tick. And know that, see, a step at a time. A step at a time. Thank you so much for your time. It's always a pleasure connecting with you, and I'll be back same time, God willing, Wednesday with another topic for discussion. It's been Random Thought with Maxine, and I'm out of here. Bye.
your number one online Christian radio station, PenyGh Radio. Hope for the hopeless.